Hello, and welcome to 97.9 Unity Radio, the best coverage of the Worcester Red Sox. Woocast. I'm your host, the best radio and podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. Unfortunately, Jeremy Bandy, our Peter Gammons, Mike Binkoski, and Jon Guynes were unable to be here, so you're stuck with me. Anyway, we recap the week for the Woo Sox, and first off, we have to give a major congratulations to Roman Anthony. One of our favorite Woo Sox players was moved up to the Red Sox. I'm very happy for him. He's played tremendously the last couple of years. Just one of the heart and souls of the Woo Sox. And it's great to see him get his opportunity to contribute with the Red Sox. And I expect that he will continue to perform admirably because that is exactly what he is about. So congratulations to Roman, and congratulations to his lovely wife and family. And we wish you nothing but the best. We'd love to cover you again, but hopefully that doesn't happen. So we were on a roll last week. We were coming off quite a winning streak. I believe 7 in a row, 6, 7 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, probably 8 in a row, which is exactly what we talked about the Worcester Red Sox needing to build momentum. They moved up in the rankings, and to have a chance to catch Lehigh Valley, the schedule is broken up to where the first part of the season there is a winner, the second part of the season there is a winner. There's 2 divisions in the International League, and the winners of each of those 2 separate seasons play for a chance to win the actual International League. So if the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs win the first half of the season, they will be guaranteed a playoff shot to win the entire division. If the Worcester Red Sox win the first half, they're guaranteed a shot. The same thing with the second part. If two separate teams win the East, then they will play a 1-game playoff to see who will represent the East against the West division. And the winner of that series goes on to the AAA playoffs. So exciting times here. And we finished out our series against the the Rochester Red Wings strong, just as we had all year. And this game put us well above 500, which is great to see. We've been, teetering around that. And especially last year, we started slow. So this year, we're off to a much better start. And hopefully we can continue this train and keep it rolling and have a chance to move up. I mean, the Iron Pigs had quite a lead on the division, but as they say, anything is possible. Roman Anthony played in this game, and I believe this may have been his final game. Yeah, this was his final game. This was his final game before getting called up, and he was 0 for 2, but he was walked twice. He was walked twice, and he struck out once. But he did score a run. The Red Sox won 5-4, 5-4 at Polar Park, which is good to see. That was the surprising statistic that I looked at, is our home record is not nearly what it has been all year. So this game was really odd. The first 4 innings, nothing happened. Not much at all. And there were only 4 hits in the game overall for both teams. Both teams had 4 hits, not 4 hits combined. It was a beautiful day. It was 70 degrees. Just slow goings. So the 4th inning, top of the 4th, Rochester Red Wings, they decide to explode. Dalen Lyle singled, and Jackson Clough scored, and Darren Baker moved to second. That put Rochester up 1-0. Again, I'm sorry, this is the top of the 5th. And then Andreas Chaparro homered, and Darren Baker scored. Dalen Lyle scored. So just like that, it is 4-0 in the 5th inning. So Worcester was not able to come back with anything in the 5th, but they did in the 6th, bottom of the 6th inning. Again, this is just funny to see. I think Worcester probably leads the league in this. Vaughn Grissom walked, and Nathan Hickey scored. So the bases loaded, another walked-in run. This has happened several times, and I think Rochester has done it 3 or 4 times, which is even more hilarious. So the bases are loaded still. Worcester's up 4-1. And how about this? Ryan Noda comes to the plate, walks. Roman Anthony scored. The password, he goes to third. Vaughn Grissom goes to second. Worcester's up 2-0, not having to do a whole lot right there. The game is broken open slightly. Trace Thompson, just an incredible prospect, and has been doing very well this season. He doubled, and the password scored, Garcia, and Vaughn Grissom scored. Ryan Noda tried to score, but he was thrown out, and that ended the rally. However, it did tie the game at 4-4, and that was in the bottom of the 6th. The final run, and again, I cannot believe I'm saying this, Nick Sogard walked, and Blake Sable scored. Another bases loaded walk, and we got a run off of it. So that put us up 5-4, and that was all she wrote. So again, Rochester must lead the league in walked-in runs, and we have the most. All of last week, I believe we had several, and now it's started with the last game of the series against Rochester. So give Worcester credit. They won all 6 games against Rochester, which is what we talked about the week before being so critical and so important. Rochester coming in was the worst team in the league. And, we all talked about it and said it was a chance for us to build momentum, get some wins, and, like I said, start the train rolling. And we went from being under 500 or just at 500 to now, at this point, we are 34-28. So it was a great series overall. Again, the walks were incredible. There were 9 walks during this game for Worcester. And even for Rochester had 7 people walked. The only 4 hits that we had came from the password, Garcia, The Vaughn Grissom, he had a hit. Jordan played third base and first base. He also had a hit. He was 1 for 4. And Noda with a hit. Actually, I wonder if they must count it. No, they don't count it as a hit. Okay. Those were the only 4 hits. I was trying to see if you walk in a run, if they count it as a hit. But Noda was credited with, he had an RBI. Sogard had an RBI, which was good to see. I'm just trying to see. Yeah, okay. So if you walk and a run scores, you are credited with the RBI. That is good. And pitching-wise, Mills goes to 2-2 on the year. Powell took the loss. Mata got the save, his second on the year. They started the game with Ponce de Leon. De Leon pitched 4 innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts. A very good performance by him. No runs given up. Salucci came in. Salucci had been doing better as of late. He only goes 2 1/3. He gave up 2 hits, 4 runs, including that big home run, and 4 earned runs. 3 of them, which were on it was a 3-run home run shot. So that was not a good outing for him. Mills came in after. He goes 2 1/3 and did his job. No hits, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. Good outing for him. He gets back to 500, going 2-2. Mata gets the save. He went two innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, struck out 3, and got the save. For Rochester, it looks like Pillington went 1 1/3. He gave up 4 runs on 3 walks. And then Powell also had 3 walks and gave up the winning run. He's also credited with a blown save attempt. So we got the loss and a blown save. And if you look at it, we weren't very good. 1 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Left 7 on base. Rochester was 2 for 7 with runners on base and left 10. We were active. No, we weren't very active. Sable stole a base, and Rochester also had 1 stolen base. We had 1 error, which is an improvement because we typically have several errors. But great way to end the series. A series sweep of the Rochester Red Wings, exactly what we needed. We're still in 4th place currently in the Eastern Division, but it was great to see a sweep of a team. Now, the team of all teams comes into town, the Iron Pigs. So the win propelled us to 35-28 and moved us up to 3rd place in the East. Now we're starting to get somewhere. This game, we won 8-1. So a good start to the series against the best team in the division. Coffee got the win. He is 1-0 on the year. I don't know much about him, but I will look him up. And it started off very good for us early on. Nate Eaton had a sac fly. Nick Sogard scored. That put us up 1-0 in the top of the first. The Iron Pigs answered. Buddy Kennedy hit a solo home run, solo shot. Tied the game 1-1. Top of the third, we had a run score on a fielder's choice. The password, Garcia, he scored. Vaughn Grissom got to second on a fielder's choice. there was a throwing error by shortstop Rodolfo Castro. That's what was the mistake. But we scored a run nonetheless and put us up 2-1. Nate Eaton comes to the plate, top of the third again. Solo shot. I'm sorry, 2-run shot. Vaughn Grissom scored his 6th home run on the year. Worcester goes up 4-1. Again, in the 4th, Nathan Hickey doubled, and Blaze Jordan scored. Blaze Jordan is the player that I have to look up because I have not heard his name mentioned. We are now up 5-1 going into the 4th inning. Tyler McDonough scored on a home run, top of the 4th. It was his 3rd on the year, putting us up 6-1. Top of the 7th, Blaze Jordan making his presence felt. He singled, and the password is the answer. He scored. Vaughn Grissom went to 3rd. Nate Eaton moved to 2nd. That put us up 7-1. And Trace Thompson, unfortunately, grounded into a double play, but Vaughn Grissom was able to score. And that put us up 8-1 and closed out the game for us. So a good start to the series against the Iron Pigs. Overall, it has been up and down, but to see us come out firing against the best team in the entire league, I believe, the International League, is excellent to see. I'm going to double check on Mr. Coffee here because I don't know his story. Okay, so he is relatively new. He started in 2022, I believe. He was a rookie in the I don't know what team that is. What team is that? It was a minor league team. He was with the Rockies at the time, playing in their system. In 2023, he played for 2 teams, and there's single A and single A plus apparently. And he was there, and he was primarily he had a good season. He was 4-2. He moved up to double A and went 7-4 there. So his progression has been excellent. And now he was in Portland, which is with Boston. He started 2024 again with Portland. He went 11-4, very good season, 3.1 ERA in 24 games. And he started 21 games, 11-4. Great job. 2025, he again started in Portland. He only pitched in 2 games, only pitched 6 innings overall. I don't know if there was an injury or what, but only pitched in 2 games. Then he was moved up to us, and he got his first win. He's been in 2 games, and he's had 2 starts. So kudos to Isaac Coffee. Looks like the coffee man is brewing some good Colombian beans and has a bright future. The other player I wanted to check out was Mr. Jordan because I did not know him. Blaze Jordan. Wow, another youngster. Boy, he's 22 years old. 22 years old. He's been in the majors he's been playing since 2021. He was with 2 teams in 2021, 2 teams in 2022, 2 teams in 20. Wow. Okay. So he started off in the Rockies system and played in their minor league, single A. And 2022, 2 teams, Carolina, single A, A+. He also played. And then he ended up with the Red Sox. 2023, he played 49 games in Portland 49 games in Portland. And I'm trying to see what he batted. 254, 31 RBIs, 6 home runs. 2024, 261, 22 doubles. Wow, 22 doubles. He had 61 RBIs, 7 home runs. And then in 2025, started again in Portland. He played 44 games there, improved tremendously. Not tremendously. He batted 320. Wow. So 320. He's had 37 RBIs, 6 home runs in Portland, and then he has played 10 games so far in Worcester. He's batting 310, 6 RBIs, and a home run. So we will definitely see more of Blaze Jordan. First base has been a pretty productive position for us, I believe. I know Nathan Hickey catches and plays there as well. So the following game against the Iron Pigs, now, we're still third in the East. We're 36-28. Great improvement. And our winning streak is still intact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, this was our 10th game in the winning streak. 10th game in the winning streak, and unfortunately our last, but we won 8-1. We won 13-3, pouring on the offense. We pitched Murphy. He got the win. Rangel got the loss for the Iron Pigs. And again, just the story. I mean, consistent offensive firepower. Both teams actually had offensive firepower, but the difference is, we had 17 hits and got 13 runs. Lehigh had 12 hits and only managed 3 runs. So that's awesome to see for our offensive performance and production. Top of the first, Vaughn Grissom singled, line drive, left field. Nick Sogard scored. That put us up 1-0. Top of the third, the password has the answer. Hit a solo shot, and it put us up 2-0. Got to give the password credit. He seems to always find the answer, no matter who's pitching. He'll figure you out. He will solve your puzzle, and the answer always lies within. Nate Eaton came to the plate as well. He hit a 2-run shot that put Worcester up 4-0 in the top of the third. The bottom of the third, Oscar Mercado homered on a solo shot that put Lehigh on the board. It's 4-1 Worcester. Bottom of the fourth, Rafael Lantigua grounds into a double play. And Keaton Anthony scored. So they did get the double play. They let the run score. It is now 4-2, but they were able to get out of the innings, and they still had looks like two men on base for Lehigh. So good for Worcester to get out of that inning. The bottom of the fifth, Oscar Mercado again singled, and Josh Bro scored. That made it 4-3. Worcester still maintained the lead. Then the top of the sixth, we busted things open a little bit. Nathan Hickey singled. Vaughn Grissom scored. Trace Thompson moved to third. Zebi Zavala singled, and Trace Thompson scored. Nathan Hickey scored. So between Nathan Hickey singling, that put us up 5-3. Zebi Zavala singling, 2 runs, score 7-3. Our Sox up on the Pigs of Iron from Lehigh. Top of the eighth, Trace Thompson, 3-run home run shot. Trace Thompson, man, he is just outstanding this season. Just outstanding. And will be with the Red Sox, I could definitely see by the end of the season, or even by the All-Star break, he's just having that incredible of a year. So again, we're up now 10-3 on the 3-run shot. Top of the ninth comes Casey at the bat. Trace Thompson doubled, and Vaughn Grissom and Nate Eaton scored. That put us up 12-3. And for insurance, Sebi Zavala grounds into a force out, and Trace Thompson scored. That put us up 13-3, and that was all she wrote. So another great outing by our Worcester Red Sox. Mills was the starting pitcher. He went 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no earned runs, no strikeouts. He was pulled. They go to Penrod for an inning. He gives up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and the home run. Murphy, who got the win, goes 2 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, and 2 strikeouts. Olds comes in for an inning, 3 hits, 1 strikeout, no runs. Mata comes in, 2 innings, closes the door, 2 strikeouts. And then Campbell came in for the final inning, gave up 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no runs. So a great outing. Again, I got to see, maybe Guerrero moved up. Guerrero was my guy. And I'm hoping to see Big Dicky Fitz at some point. Just looking at how everyone played, Nick Sogard stepped into the lineup as the leadoff hitter after Roman Anthony moved up. He went 2 for 5. The password, who always finds the answer, he was 1 for 5 with an RBI. He did strike out twice. Vaughn Grissom, it's good to see him get going, man. He's been on a roll as of late. He was 4 for 5. 4 for 5. He scored 3 runs, also had an RBI. Nate Eaton was 3 for 5, 3 runs scored, 2 RBIs. He had an outstanding performance. Jordan DH'd this game. He was 1 for 5, also scored a run. Hickey was back at first base, and he was 2 for 5 with an RBI and a run scored. Zavala is a catcher, and he was 1 for 5, but he did have the 3 RBIs. I just wanted to check the book on Mr. Zavala, Sebi Zavala. Man, okay, he's 31 years of age, and he has been around the block. Mostly AAA. Actually, all of AAA for the most part, except that early on, he was single A for a full season. In 2025, it looks like we picked him up from the Colorado Rockies. He's been with us for 17 games now. I just haven't seen much of him. Got to get rolling. He's batting 167 with us, and he has 1 home run, 7 RBIs, 10 hits. So hopefully he will continue to improve. 31 years of age. Good to have him with us. The catching position has been, we've been rotating. And since my man, the mustache man, Mickey Gasper, is not around, we are in need of a good, productive catcher. So that put us, again, a 10-game winning streak. We won 13-3, and unfortunately that was the end of it, because the following game we lost to the Pigs of Iron. Oh, I'm sorry. We lost to the Pigs of Iron 12-3. Mosher got the win for the Pigs. Oh, and I jinxed myself. Taking the loss, none other than the man himself, Richard Dickey Fitz. The Dickey didn't fit this time. So it was not a good game all around. We only managed 5 hits, 3 runs. The Iron Pigs had 13 hits and 12 runs. We started off fast, which is like we talked about. It's good to see. The password, he found the answer. Boy, did he find it fast. It was 3-2 count, no out, no one out, 1 runner on, and he hit a home run, his 6th on the year. It was a 2-run shot. Nick Sogard scored. That put us up 2-0. Not much happened until the 4th inning. I'm sorry. The 4th inning. It was, this Oscar Mercado, he's a mercenary. He had a double. Corey Rozier, Corey's, bleh. Right, let's try this again. Oscar Mercado doubled. It was deflected by Corey Rozier. Garrett Stubbs scored. Keaton Anthony scored. The ricochet was the main issue. That tied the game 2-2. Rafael Lantigua, he had a sacrifice fly. Oscar Mercado scored. That put the Pigs of Iron up 3-2. Rodolfo Castro singled, and Gabriel Rincones Jr. scored. That put the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs up 4-2. Bottom of the 7th, Keaton Anthony singled, and Buddy Kennedy scored. Garrett Stubbs moved to second, and the Iron Pigs were up 5-2. Gabriel Rincones Jr. singled, and it looks like, it was Garrett Stubbs who scored. There were still 2 runners on base. That put Lehigh Valley up 6-2. Rafael Lantigua singled again, and there was another deflection. And Oscar Mercado scored. Keaton Anthony scored. Las Vegas, Lehigh Valley up 8-2. Eric Brito doubled on a sharp line drive. Corey Rozier was there to field it. Gabriel Rincones scores. Rafael Lantigua went to third. That put the Iron Pigs up 9-2. 9-2. So this is all in the 7th inning. All in the 7th inning. And then Rodolfo Castro came to the plate, homered, and it was a 3-run shot. Rafael Lantigua and Eric Brito scored. Lehigh Valley was up 12-2. Top of the 9th, Von Grissom homered, his 5th on the year, and that was our last run. We lost 12-3. Unfortunately, my hero, the Dickey, didn't fit. He went 4 innings. He gave up 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned runs. So he did not have the best game. He walked 2, 4 strikeouts. Stock came in 1 inning, struck out 2. Salucci came in 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, and 1 walk. Adams came in, pitched 1 1/3, and it was just a blowout. He gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 6 runs, 6 earned runs, and he also walked a person. Adams came in, Andrew Adams, for 1 1/3. Oh, I'm sorry. I mentioned him. Andrew Adams. Salucci went 1 inning and was fine. Andrew Adams was the one who gave up the 6 runs. Jay Adams was the one who pitched 1 2/3, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Not a good outing after a 10-game winning streak. Sad to see it go. The difference really that I saw was, Lehigh Valley was very aggressive on the bases. Brito had a stolen base. Rincones Jr. had a stolen base. Castro had a stolen base. And Stevenson had a stolen base. So they're not afraid to steal on us. And I guess that was with Sable catching. Maybe that's one of Sable's weaknesses as a catcher. We were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position. So we did not have many runners in scoring position. We only left 3 on base. So a disappointing performance, closing out our winning streak. That put us to 36-30. We moved back to 4th place in the East. And then I believe it was last night's game. We took another loss. This one was a tough one. It was 4-3, and it went into extra innings. So it started interesting. Tyler McDonough singled. Blaze Jordan scored. That put us up 1-0 in the top of the second. Bottom of the second, Rodolfo Castro doubled. Peyton Henry scored. Rafael Lantigua scored. That put the Pigs of Iron up 2-1. There was nothing going until the 7th. Tyler McDonough in the top of the 7th singled. Nate Eaton scored. And we still had 2 runners on base, and we weren't able to capitalize. Nothing happened. The doors were shut. We go into extra innings, top of the 10th. Now, the Iron Pigs, they had 9 hits overall. We only had 4. We had 3 hits on 4 runs. So what happened was we actually took the lead. Sebi Zavala grounded into a double play, but Trace Thompson scored. So we took the lead 3-2 into the bottom of the 10th. Unfortunately, Peyton Henry doubled, and Buddy Kennedy and Gabriel Rincones scored, putting the Iron Pigs up 4-3 for good. Just a tough, devastating loss, a hard-fought game. We need more production on offense. We see those offensive explosions, and I think that shows the difference of the talent level in the league, where we can dominate a team like Rochester. We can be down several runs against a team like Rochester and come back from it, or we'll come out hot, or we'll drop double digits on them. But playing the Iron Pigs, when you're playing the best, you can't afford to make mistakes. And we just didn't have our best, and especially losing someone like Roman Anthony. Looking at the numbers, Nick Sogard, again, he played 3rd this game, but he still led off. He was 1 for 4. The password, he did not have the answer this game. He was 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He just couldn't find that answer. Vaughn Grissom, who had been rolling, he was 0 for 4. Eaton played shortstop. Nate Eaton played shortstop. He scored a run, but he was 0 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Jordan was back at first base, 1 for 4. He also scored a run. Trace Thompson DH'd. He was 0 for 2, but he walked both times, and he did also score a run. Tyler McDonough was 2 for 4, and he had the 2 RBIs. He played left and right field. I guess he was moved over. Sebi Zavala was 0 for 4. Sykes played right field. He was 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Hickey, was a pinch hitter. Didn't do much with that. And then Corey Rozier just came in after Hickey pinch hit. He didn't get to the plate. So disappointing loss, but we're still, we're back to 4th place In the East, we're 36-30 overall. That's better, much better than where we were last year. And looking at everything, I believe that, we play today and tomorrow. So it is so crucial for us to finish this series strong. We have the opportunity to, I'm trying to see who we have tonight. If there's any information on who's starting tonight and tomorrow. But looking at the standings, we're a game and a half out of third place with Durham, and we're only 3.5 games out of second place from Miami. We're 8.5 games out from first place. But like I said, anything is possible with this league. There's, really it's Jacksonville and Lehigh Valley who are dominating. Jacksonville has 41 wins. Lehigh Valley has 45. Durham has 38. Down at the bottom, if we were in the International League West, we would be in second place. We would be in second place. We have second or third. Nashville's 39-27. Indianapolis is 38-28. So we're definitely playing in the tougher league in the internet. Well, the tougher conference in the International League. So I'm trying to see what we got for tonight. Who we got on the roster, who we got playing. I'm not seeing it. So let's see what happened here. Nothing really new other than, Nick Birdie, who was been on a rehab assignment with us. And then, Roman Anthony moving up. Boston has sent, not much coming to us. There's not as much movement as there had been in the past with Worcester and Boston, just because, we were so close. There was seemingly movement every week, every game almost. But you look at the leaders. Roman Anthony was the guy. He was batting .288 with 10 home runs, 29 RBIs. Nathan Hickey is only batting .237, but he has 36 RBIs, 9 home runs. Marcelo Mayer, .271, 43 RBIs, 9 home runs. The password is batting a great .329, which is leading the team in only 20 games. He has the 13 RBIs, 6 home runs, 27 hits, 4 doubles, and a triple. So the staples, Vaughn Grissom is picking things up. He is batting .264, 21 RBIs, 5 home runs. He's played in 58 games. Also walked 23 times. Wow, quite on that. And then Ryan Noda is batting .378, but he's only been around for 13 games. He has 3 home runs in 13 games, 14 RBIs. Let's check out the pitching. Man, I was hoping that Big Dickie Fitz was going to stick with the big club. For the pitching side of it, Birdie was leading the team with the 4 wins, and he also was leading he was second on the team with 4 saves. Campbell has 5 saves. He is also 4-4 as a starter. So our pitching is just kind of all over the place. The best one we have right now is Van Belt, Brian Van Belt. It's good to see him having a good year. He's appeared in 12 games. He's 5-1 in his 8 starts, which is excellent. From there, it's just a smorgasbord. Stock is 3-2. He's started 9 games. Cooper Criswell, who was on the squad last year, he's 2-1 in his 7 starts. You'd like to see him have a better record than that. Shane Drohan, 3-0, 7 games, and he has started 6. And then from there, Campbell has started the most games out of that. I mean, he's had 24 starts. He's 4-4. Guerrero has had, I didn't even know, I'm sorry, not starts. I had appearances. So Stock is 3-2 in 9 starts. Van Bell is 5-1 in 8 starts. Cooper Criswell is 2-1 in 6 starts. Drohan is 3-0 in 6 starts. Mills is 2-2 in 6 starts. Salucci is 2-1, and Salucci has not started. Wow. Okay. And then from there, Campbell is 4-4 without any starts, and nobody else on the roster has started a game. I'm sorry, that's not accurate. That is not accurate. Winikowski has had 3 starts. He's 0-1. Zach Kelly has had 1 start, but he's appeared in 11 games. He's 0-1. And Hunter Dobbins has had a start. He's 1-0. Big Dicky Fitz, 2 starts, 0-1. He's just got to get into a groove. I know he's been on the big club. I had hoped he'd stay. Ponce de Leon is 0-2 in his 4 starts. So we have a lot of pitchers. We're just not getting a ton of production from them. And the game tonight will be critical. The game tonight will be absolutely critical tonight and tomorrow. If we can finish out the series, at least winning the series against the Iron Pigs, that is a big positive to take away from playing the best team in the international league overall. So that is something, you're coming off a 10-game winning streak, and now you can say that you took home the series. You won the series overall against the Iron Pigs. I think that is a huge, huge momentum builder. And I'm trying to see if it lists who we have tonight. As the starter. Okay, no, it's not listing who is starting tonight. So, according to the rotation, I would say Mills, Olds should be on the mound. Actually, it could be Van Bell. So we'll have 2 good pitchers to finish out the series. Then Buffalo is coming. Buffalo will be our next opponent, which is good for us because they are way down in the International League East. What the hell was I looking for? I was trying to get that's right. Yeah. It's not what I was looking for. I know Buffalo is next. I'm okay. This is what I was looking for. So we have, I mean, if we can come out again, we are 2-2 against Lehigh Valley on the road. So coming out, winning the series against the number one team on the road, huge momentum swing, especially after losing the 10-game winning streak. But we do have a 6-game homestand against Buffalo where we should come out firing on all cylinders and dominate. Then we're back on the road against Scranton, Wilkes-Barre to finish out June. And then going into July, we see Syracuse. We got Syracuse coming to town. So it's looking good. I'm very happy with our performance. I think that the talent is there. The momentum is there. The improvement that we're seeing from last year to this year for the first half of the season, at least, is there. Our record improved drastically last season, the second half of the year. So if we're able to finish strong, if we're able to get into the mix with Lehigh Valley, I don't know how many games are left, but that will make a difference. And then on top of it, we are a second half team. The biggest challenge I've seen is, we're not dominating as usual at Polar Park. The record that we have at Polar Park is one of the worst that I've seen since we've been since we started there. So we have to be able to take care of business at home consistently all the time. That's the difference, because we've always won at Polar Park, and now we've been 15-15. We've been even. We've been struggling. That record has always been much higher. So this is Steve Cully, 97.9 Unity Radio. Woocast. Jon Guynes, Jeremy Bandy, Peter Gammons, Binkoski, Mike Binkoski. Missed very much, and we will try to figure out a time and day that works better so I can have my crew with me. I'm just very, very sad and depressed to not have my crew to play off of, because I'm not very good doing this alone. Ernie, love you. And remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, right back at life.